again for their part in this friendly interscholastic contest. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we'd ask that you please stand for the playing of the national anthem, and please remain standing for the Dardanelle alma mater and the Pottsville alma mater. The Dardanelle alma mater. Pottsville alma mater. We would like to take this time to thank our corporate sponsors for tonight's Battle of the Big River, Victory Lighthouse Assembly of God Church.
Good evening. Welcome to Apache Stadium on this last Friday night of September. Beautiful night, Russell.
Oh, I'm telling you what, man, you couldn't ask for better football playing weather right here, man. We got a good-looking field, got a beautiful backdrop behind the Dardanelle stands, and I mean, got a beautiful sunset looking back over towards Nebo. You just can't beat it with a big stick, boy.
Russell, there's 6:20 left to go in pregame clock. Our band's doing a little pregame pep rally as they normally do before each home game, and captains are coming out of both sides of the locker rooms. And, well, we're bouncing back from a tough loss last Friday night.
Yeah, I tell you what, you know, the boys, you can't take anything away from them. I mean, we had a pretty sloppy first half. Third quarter wasn't real good, but with 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter, we were down by 21 points.
It's like a light switch was turned on.
I guarantee you. And I mean, buddy, they turned it on, and we scored 22 unanswered and took the lead there with about probably 3 minutes and 30 seconds left or so. And then had a pretty decent defensive stand. Pottsville ended up running down the field and ended up scoring and went ahead and only left us with like 29 seconds left. And we got it down to about our 27. Took a couple shots in the end zone, but just unfortunately time ran out on us, and we just couldn't get it done.
I'm telling you, it was about as good of about a 7 or 8 minute stretch that I've seen in a while.
Well, I tell you what, I had
exciting,
to go
and my heart. I'm telling you, my heart is rough on a fat boy.
I had to go to the doctor and get back on my blood pressure medication because of that football game. I'm telling you, boy,
whoo,
it room we had up there.
We look like 2 fat sardines and a little bitty cup.
I guarantee you, boy. I mean, and I chewed about every fingernail off I had because, boy, it was exciting.
You know, if the rows would have been reversed, it would have been like a double stuffed Oreo. But you and I were the cookie part.
That's right.
And Mr. Apple,
he was the middle man.
He was the filling in between us, unfortunately. But Russell, we come back tonight and kind of the same old game plan tonight as we've had the other 4 weeks. Which is got to capitalize on every possession we have, try to limit our penalties, and turnovers will be a huge factor tonight.
Well, it's just like we're in the same boat that we've been in all year long so far. Is last week we got beaten special teams, and we've got to have special teams. And we gotta be on target on all facets of the game. So,
we had some costly personal foul penalties last week. We had some things that they hurt us in the crunch.
Yeah, they did. They sure did.
Pottsville's going to be Pottsville. They're going to try to control the game clock, and going to be a lot of clouds of dust and.
Number 10.
They're good at it. It's what they've done for years. Coach Russ is good at that.
And, well, if you look back, they're going to be a lot in similarity to what Dover was and what Clarksville did. They're just going to line up, run the ball, try to lull you to sleep, and then try to toss that little pass right over the middle there. So, our boys, they've got to stay contained and play responsibility football. So,
got to stay awake.
Dardanelle has won the toss. We'll receive.
We have won the toss, Russell, and looks like we will receive the opening kickoff of the what is it? The Big River Battle or the Battle at the Big River or something.
Ladies and gentlemen, get on your feet and get ready.
Well, as y'all can probably tell, we're camped right up here on top of the Pottsville press box, and we are anchored by 2 sides of us. We got some pretty good sized speakers up here, so you're going to hear the noise of the announcer for Pottsville every time he fires up.
It might be better than what we can provide them. I don't know, but there's going to be a lot of crowd noise and speaker noise tonight, and we apologize for that, but there's just not much we can do about it. We're kind of limited on what we got here, but at least it's comfortable up here tonight.
I'm telling you what, man, it's like I said, you couldn't ask for better weather because this is football weather right here.
Sand Lizards have made it onto the field, and we will line up, I would assume, in our normal kickoff return unit. And Pottsville is fixing to run through their tunnel in their helmet.
And JD, we got a good crowd. Our stands over on the Dardanelle sign, man, they're filled up, and we got people along the fence, and Pottsville's got a good crowd over here, man. You can look back behind us and both parking lot over by the gym, and then we got cars.
I still see
out.
Headlights coming through the
like
one way in and one way out.
Reminds me of the Field of Dreams. If you build it, they will come. They're still coming, boy. So,
I noticed that our we've taken up the bleachers over there, so our band's out on the track, and I'm afraid that might be some distraction tonight. For the football team at some point, but
I honestly hope it's a distraction for the Pottsville football team. That's what you call a bandstand right over there, buddy.
Must be neon night here at Pottsville.
Well, you can
students and their student group are all neoned out tonight, fluorescent colors.
Well, then again, JD, they may be in cahoots with their band over there, the Radioactive Flag Girls or whatever. Yeah,
that might be it, Russell. Officials are on the field, and once again, we'll say the same thing tonight as we have the other 4 nights. We don't know any other names, but if you'll give us a few minutes, we'll call them some.
That's exactly right.
Back deep for Dardanelle is number 7, Carter Chandler.
Definitely a beautiful night. Pottsville hits the field.
Dardanelle
Pottsville came off of Pottsville came off of a big win last week in overtime, I believe, beating Boonville by 1. From what I was told, Boonville had an opportunity to tie, and they snapped the ball over the holder and over the kicker's head. And
I can sympathize with them because we did the same thing last week. So
yeah. Russell, quit dancing, son.
I'm Buster Move up here, boy. I did notice when I come up, I seen the Yale County judge. He was shaking a leg down there a while ago. Yes, he was.
Ball's teed up. Officials give the whistle, and away we go. Good return by Carter Chandler. Up to about the 32-yard line, where the Lizards will take over 1st and 10.
Pretty decent return right there. Boy, we got to come out firing on all cylinders tonight.
I'm going to tell you, Carter Chandler played one heck of a game last Friday night. He left it all out on the field last Friday night.
Yes, he did. And we got one of our senior linemen. He's out this week, Bailey Sadler, and we got, I believe, Dalton Nealon's starting in his place tonight.
We open up with Twins receivers to Pottsville sidelines. And just not much there.
No, that wasn't going anywhere right there. Matter of fact, I believe we lost a yard or 2.
54, Caleb Hall.
Be 2nd and about 11. Pottsville did a good job there by stringing that out. He had a little seam there. He was behind his blockers, and we in a little bunch set over here to the near side of the field, bringing Dakota in motion, faking that. Good job. Oh!
Boy, he had that
one.
He would have probably got the first down on that one, but boy, I mean, it hit him. And
great job by Elias there, scrambling around and finding an open spot. And we're looking at the first down marker, maybe instead of making sure we tuck the football away.
Boy, I think he was running before he got the ball there on that one.
Be 3rd and 11 here at Pottsville Stadium. 14-13, 10 seconds on the play clock. We've got trips to our sidelines.
Little screen pass there.
Good play call. I'll give them that.
Wasn't bad. That's a gain.
Good play call.
Probably, I don't know, I'm going to say about 7 or 8 yards there.
Yeah. That was a good play call there. And we caught their line. They sucked up and came upfield like we wanted them to, but their linebackers stayed at home. Be 4th and 3 for the Sand Lizards tonight. Ball's about on the 39-yard line. We had some difficulties last week with some snaps, so we're hoping we get those down tonight.
That was
good
a lot
kick.
better.
I'm going to kick it over to the boundary and going to go out at about the 18-yard line or so.
Not a bad kick right there. Well, just like what we talked about before, JD, we got to come out on defense and we've got to set precedents. So I mean, we know their game plan, we know what they're going to do. They've done it. I don't know for how many years over here. So we just got to play our game. We know what they're going to do, and we just got to do our best to prevent them of accomplishing that.
When we played Clarksville the other night, and we did a great job with them, but we're going to see a little more athletes tonight and a little better job executing. I can guarantee you. But everybody's got to do their responsibility tonight.
Oh,
great
good
job there.
Defensive stood up right there.
Great job there. I think that was maybe Nick Curris come through there. I also think Hickey probably plugged the hole there.
Yeah, it looks like they lost a yard on the play.
Pretty much on that. Be 2nd and 11 for the Apaches. Coach Vega is barking out some orders.
Number 5, Kate England.
Be third and about one, looks like.
That's what it looks like, yep. He turned the corner there a little bit. Looks like Tate Vestal come out there to try to get him and just missed him.
And down on the inside there. I think that was Finkenbinder.
Your Pottsville quarterback.
Going to be third and a long one for the Apaches. Ball's just over the 25-yard line. And good job by Tate right there.
Yep.
Great job. Probably going to be fourth and about one or fourth and a few inches
He
maybe.
come up and made the play right there, boy. It's dropped them back. Looks like maybe, well, I guess.
No
I thought
gain,
he didn't
maybe?
make the line of scrimmage, but I guess I'm incorrect.
Now they moved it just a tad maybe.
Along with number 15.
Be fourth and a yard here.
Looks like Pottsville's going to go for it. They're coming out, breaking out the huddle. in their offensive
9:25 and
formation.
ticking on the game clock. Fourth and a long one for the Apaches.
And he didn't get it, I don't believe, JD.
Great
like
job,
Caden
Caden
Brown
Brown
come
right
through
there.
there.
He snuck through there and hammered them right there. Great job. First and 10 for the Sand
what,
Lizards
Dad.
there. That's a pretty, you know, with the type of offense they run, if I was Coach Russ, I'd probably done the same thing.
Yeah, I would too. You know, I mean,
And,
you got to test it anyway.
You know,
but,
our
but
offense,
where the ball is, though, boy, I tell you what, that's the only thing that
because we might be able to just tee that one up and kick it.
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly right.
But anyway, we take over first and 10 at about the 27 or 26-yard line. Penetration there by number 54. I really don't know where he came from. I know I was talking to Coach Vega last night at the junior high game. Junior high Lizards are 5-0
Yes, they are.
and rolling. But I talked to Coach Vega last night, and he was concerned about their nose guard being pretty quick and maybe not making the play, but what happened right there.
I believe that's who made the tackle right there on that was number 54.
Yeah.
He's right over the ball. So
There, who's done a great job, but he's quick off the football. Great run there. We'll take that. Be third and about 6, maybe, for the Sand Lizards. Ball's at about the 22-yard line for the Lizards.
At the Apache 22-yard line. Going to bring up third down. And
Getting orders barked from the sidelines. We tried to draw them off sides there, it looked like. We were looking back to the sidelines. Coach Hardaway barking in another play. Dakota Rowland switches sides. This ball is snapped.
got a good hole there.
And I'm going to say we got a first down. We might not, but
I
it's
believe
close.
he did. If he didn't, it's awful close.
Great
boy.
run there. We're
No,
moving the
he's moving
chains.
sticks.
Number 60, Seth Foster.
That was
First down.
an awkward tackle there.
At the Apache 17.
Hit him up high and kind of bowed him backwards a little bit
Yeah.
there. Be first and 10 for your Sand Lizards. Ball's at the 17. 7:45 or so left to go in the first quarter. We are shading. We're balanced heavily to our left.
Pretty good hole up the middle.
Great
right
hole there.
now.
Protect the
He's still
football
going.
and hang on to it, brother.
Rowland on the carry.
Great hard run there. I wouldn't doubt if we don't see some line flipping tonight.
Yeah, we may do that. just to
Because
try to-
of some experience that we've got on the field.
Yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me that we wouldn't flip some tonight. And
and they may do that.
you know, if they
may
pick
do
up
that.
on it, they pick up on it. But we got to put our best people in the best place. Be second and 2 for your Lizards.
Rowland.
I don't know if we gained anything on that or not.
I'm gonna say
It's close.
right
there.
at the mark.
Brought down by number 35, Steve.
They're gonna step in and take a look at it.
64, Austin Ryan.
They're saying
Third-
third and probably
third
about
and-
a 1 or
Yep.
a less.
It's in there awful close.
That snap was a little high there. Made
Yes,
me a
it
little
was,
nervous
yeah.
there. I bet you I would hate for us to do it and jump, but it wouldn't surprise me a bit in the world tonight to draw them off sides there.
Looks like quarterback keeper, and I believe
Great
he's
job,
got it.
Elias Carter. Now it'll be a first down for your Sand Lizards. First and goal
Number 3.
from about the 6, maybe, close to the 5-yard line. Nose might be on the 5, thereabouts.
Judkins will be first.
6:20 left to go in the first quarter.
Well, this series of offense, we're moving the ball a lot better than what we did.
I would
that
like to
first
say
series.
nice drive, but when you get it on about the 28, we'll take it. First and goal. No mistakes.
Lies quarterback keeper right there. He gets
I'm going to say
around
he gained over the 5. We're probably down to about the 4-yard line. That's about all he could do. I was a little concerned that he might make that pitch. And
Pottsville had pretty good pursuit on their defense.
They were
right
out there on the pitch man as well. So he just tucked it up and got what he could get and was happy about it. When I see us down here on this side, it reminds me of Saturday night being inside the red zone or inside about the 4 about 45 times for the Razorbacks and couldn't get across the goal line. As Coach McCoy looked at me and frowned just then. But second and goal from about the 4. We caught that. Oh,
and they call it incomplete.
Incomplete. Bounced in and out of Carter Chandler's hands there. That's a little surprising call there.
Yes, it was.
Third and goal.
Well, it's a good thing he got rid of it because he had somebody coming up on the backside of him pretty fast, and I mean just got rid of it.
Be third and goal from the 4. 5:25 on the clock. Looking at the sidelines, barking some orders out on the field from Coach Hardaway. Elias gets them all set. We've got them all spread out everywhere. Get upfield. That's a touchdown right there.
Touchdown, Dardanelle. Number 5.
Great job. Pitiful angles on their part, but we'll take a touchdown right there.
Brought around the end there and just had the speed to
Coach
get it.
Russ needs to do a little more coaching up on the defensive side of the ball there. 5:19 left to go.
Right.
5:19 left to go in the first quarter. Your Sand Lizards 6, Pottsville Apache 0. The world famous Timo. Ball's on the ground, kick is up, and it is
good. Them green shoes are doing good tonight.
7-0 for your Sand Lizards. And that score is sponsored by
Terry Thone.
While we're getting our kickoff team out, want to make sure everybody remembers Basketball Bass Bonanza tomorrow, sponsored by the Basketball Booster Club. Starting about safe light and running through about 3 p.m. Restoration. Somebody's going to be at that booth or at that table on the Russellville side.
I believe Coach McCoy, he's
about 5 o'clock.
Up there.
He might not even be going home. We might just go over to the lake and camp. For more information, contact Kurt Spears at 479-880-6222. $50 a boat entry, $1,000 guarantee first prize, and some door prizes as well. So Basketball Booster Club, Bass Bonanza tomorrow.
Well, I tell you what,
it'll be a beautiful day.
I guarantee that's going to be some weather to fish.
I still say that if we both went and we threw one of each other off the boat and we caught each other, we'd win the big Bass Bonanza there. Kick is up. It's a high kick. I don't know if it's going to go in the end zone.
And it did.
And it did.
Touchback.
And I'll say once again, as I've said several times, some nights that's been a touchback, and some nights they've let them run that out of the end zone.
Exactly right, yeah.
It's called inconsistency on the referees.
Well, our defense pretty good.
It'll be 1st and 10.
Defense
Russell?
did good last series, and boy, I tell you what, we're going to have to step it up every time we
Ball's
get out here on the defensive
20.
side of the ball.
Great job. Great job.
Well, I'll tell you what, their quarterback, Jay Quiet, he gets under that center just like that Boomble guy. All you can
He's
see
way
is
under there. He is way under there. That was quick. We almost intercepted the handoff right there.
That's right. Now, I want you to know now, if me and you was to try to do that, son, I don't think we can get up. That hurt me.
Once I squat, I'm done.
That's right.
I just probably fall over.
Yeah, I just roll back.
Be 2nd and 10 for the Apaches. No gain on first down. They spread them out a little bit here, get them 2 backs in the backfield, and probably still going to run the football. Harris there that stayed at home.
I believe it was.
Didn't run off, didn't go anywhere, and nobody blocked him, which was even better. Be 3rd and about, what do you think, about 8?
I'd say 8 yards, yes, sir.
Coach Lee said on the loudspeaker, 3rd and 8, and we'll go with that as well. 3rd and 8, ball's about the 22-yard line.
Well, now I tell you what, if they get a fourth down here, I bet you they'll punt it this time.
I'm watching tight end, the patented Pottsville pass play.
Yeah, they're back in the shotgun. That's what
And there he goes. Way to go up and get that one.
This one right here is saying incomplete.
No, they called it incomplete.
They called
it bounced.
incomplete. Well, I tell you what,
Incomplete.
That was close.
That was close.
He had that. It bounced off the ground, I believe, and he caught it right back up in his hands, if
Yeah.
I'm not mistaken. That was a nice effort there. Kid goes up and gets that one.
Well, that's going to be fourth down and about 10 yards, so I'm thinking
Bryce
they're going to
Prince,
probably
I
punt.
believe, was your receiver there, I believe. He went up and got that one.
Well, it's a good thing that he let go of it or whatever happened, because, man, that right there would have hurt.
4th and 8. They've decided not to go for it on this one.
They're going to kick it this time.
Coach Russ has looked at his analytics, and he's decided to squib that one. Oh, great tackle over there. Great
Yes, it
shoestring
was.
tackle.
Shoestring on the sideline.
He had about 15 or 20 there open field that he'd have probably come on up the field. Kanan's pretty quick there, but great tackle there by the young man there for Pottsville.
I'm going to say it's probably about an 8-yard return there, maybe 10. It looks like about a 10-yard return.
That's a squib punt there, if
Yes,
there
it
is such
was.
thing.
Almost a worm burner.
Be first and 10. If there's any worms there, it would have killed them, I can tell you that.
guarantee they were-
First and
they were
10
ducking.
from about the 47-yard line. Run a little
Like we're going
option.
option here. Flips it out there. Got a pretty good blocking out there.
Great job. That was the ugliest thing I've ever seen,
Yeah.
but it was successful.
Dakota rolling on the carry.
Elias made me nervous because he pitched it. Dakota made me nervous because he caught it.
That's right.
'Cause there was
That's
black
right.
jerseys everywhere. But
I'm
we'll
gonna
take
say
a
we got 4 or 5 on that one. That's going to be.
4-yard gain on an ugly play anytime.
That's right.
Be 2nd down and 6. Clock's running. 3:21 left to go in the first quarter.
And your score 7-0, Dardanelle.
Sponsored by Terry Thome.
That's right. Kanan Taylor with the ball, trying to make the end. He gets caught there.
That was fixing to be another option out there if he wanted an
Yeah.
option out there, and he just there
Looks
wasn't
like we
nothing
lost
there.
A couple right there. It's going to be probably about 3rd and about 7. We'll call it
3rd and a long 7.
Ball back to the 45-yard line.
Ball's nose is just on the other side of the 45. Third down. Elias brings Dakota in motion. Get upfield, son.
Oh, Carter Chandler
Get
right
upfield,
there. I
son.
believe he's got enough for
That's
going to
be a first down there.
Pass was complete.
He's going to be your go-to guy tonight as far as receiver core.
Well, I tell you what, JD, he's been that way all year long so far. I mean, what's like if we need something, well, it looks like Elias hits him every time. And I tell you what, he's hitting him in some pretty situations that we really needed him, boy. I tell you what.
That Pottsville's got some meat up there on that front line, don't
Yes,
they?
they do. They sure do.
Be 1st and 10. Ball's on about the 35-yard line. Tate Vestal's in as an H-back.
Hand off to
Dakota rolling. We'll take about 4 yards.
Pretty good blocking up front right there, boy. They had looked like student body going left there, and he just got in right behind them and followed them in.
Number 8, Austin Bell.
Probably 2nd and maybe a long 6, maybe 7.
Down to the 31-yard line.
1:49 and ticking on the clock.
Well, as you look out over there, we got a good crowd here tonight, boy. I'm telling you.
Great crowd. There's red everywhere over there. Looking at the sidelines for orders.
Oh, wide open.
Oh,
boy.
just overthrew him. He was wide.
I guarantee you,
Open.
Elias wishes he had that one back right there, boy. I mean, he was wide open.
He needs to softly lay that up for him.
Pass
But great play call there. And
brings up 3rd down.
be 3rd and about 6 for your Sand Lizards. About 15 on the play clock. Got trips to our sidelines, left side of the field. Elias looks at the field. He's going to roll that way.
Oh, that was good defensive
Great
play
defensive
right there.
play there.
Carter's pass broken up.
Be 4th down.
Well, what do you do here? JD.
We bring in number 8.
Yes, sir.
Broken up by number 2.
Up on this press box, we have a breeze. I
Yeah,
couldn't
we do.
tell you where it's going and where it's coming from, but ball's going to be placed at about the 31-yard line. The block's going to be down at about the 38-yard line, about a 48-yard field goal.
Yep. And we all know he's got the leg, but like you said, well, it's breezy up here, but the flag's not blowing that much down there.
We are on the right hash.
Oh, and that looks like it could be, no good.
No good.
No good. The Apaches will take over.
Wide right.
Yeah,
we didn't get a hook on that one.
Yeah, it was just, I think he pushed it just
I was
a little
afraid
bit
we were going to
right.
hook it too far the opposite direction, which is what we've, it's kind of what you're accustomed to seeing.
Yeah.
So, Pottsville will take over 1st and 10 at their 20-yard line.
Well, I tell you what, this quarter has gone by pretty quick. We got a minute 24
It's great when
left.
that clock runs, when we're running
know
the
what?
football,
And I hate to
especially when
say
we're
that.
ahead.
I hate to say that, but now the next 3 will probably be eternity.
1st and 10.
Oh, there we go. Good
Nothing
hit
there,
in
and
the
his own
backfield.
guy helped tackle him.
Yes,
Thank
he
you.
did.
Need to help him up. He might get an assist.
Caden Brown got in there on that one first.
Let's-
looked
maybe
like.
he's colorblind, Russell.
He might be. He may
Be,
be.
be 2nd and a long 11 for the for the Apaches. 1 minute on the clock left in the first quarter. I'm telling you, our interior line is in the backfield.
They're doing a lot better tonight than we did last Friday night, that's for sure.
2nd and 11. Don't need to be lulled to sleep right here.
Now we got twins out over on the right.
We're
Bringing
gonna
one in motion.
we're gonna clear it out,
Oh,
and we
yes,
got a hold
sir.
him. But we're gonna probably take that sack right there, if I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Jake White on the carry.
Great job there by a big man,
I believe he's fired up.
the biscuit
JD.
and gravy eating man, right?
Yes, sir.
You must have used the biscuit trick this
I
week.
tell you what, well, Jake didn't know it, but I sprayed a little gravy on his jersey.
Holding on the offense. That's how it is.
And we're going to decline that penalty. It's going to be 3rd and a long ways.
Yeah, it's 3rd and Dardanelle almost.
You know, I love it when I get off the exit here at Pottsville, and you don't see the Pottsville exit sign. You see
It's
the
Dardanelle.
Dardanelle
That's
exit
right.
sign.
Sure does.
Gonna bring up
Be
3rd
second.
down,
Excuse me,
21.
3rd and about 21, as Coach Lee says. 31 seconds left in the first quarter. And
I had a
we
little jumping
got a
there.
little excited there, and they're going to be about +5.
Well, that still puts us in pretty good shape, though.
I think that was.
Gets the defense.
Oh, listen to that. We got high-tech officials.
I
We got
guarantee you,
microphones.
We're uptown over here, boy.
Maybe they can hear our broadcast. So great call there by the white hat. And
I believe he got that one correct.
Brock was a little excited. He was ready to get in there, and they were going to bring the ball to his side, it looked like. Be 3rd and about 16.
Vegas is shouting at something over there, trying to get his boys lined up a little bit better. You know,
Great
that-
catch there.
That looked just like the pass they run a while ago.
Great catch there. Great throw.
Ball's going to be spotted at the 49-yard line. What will be a Pottsville Apache.
Pottsville finally got something to cheer about. 5 seconds left to go in the first quarter.
I don't know if they're going to get the playoff.
There's
or not.
no
I
way.
believe they will.
And no horn.
And that's the end of the first quarter. Your score.
7-0 at the end of the first quarter, Russell.
And I hate to say it, but, you know, a team or a school that can provide sound to the referee, you think they'd have a horn on their scoreboard. I hadn't figured that out yet.
Maybe they didn't turn the automatic horn on. We'll be back in just a few minutes.
I'd like to thank our other corporate sponsors, Moore and Company Realtors, Dunham and Falk PA Attorneys at Law, Cole Construction, Green Lawn of Arkansas, Marty McDaniel from Farm Bureau, and Pottsville Assembly of God. A big shout out to those sponsors for sponsoring tonight's Battle of the Big River. as we open the second quarter. First and
Well,
10.
Russell, we're back. Second quarter, 12 minutes on the clock. Your Sand Lizards lead 7-0.
Wasn't a big flop there. I think they had to move the ball 3 yards there on change over quarter.
Be first and 10 for the Apaches, just inside the 50 at about the 49-yard line.
Oh, he got loose there. Good tackle by Canaan.
Good tackle by Kanan Taylor. He just kind of squeaked out of there.
Yeah, I thought it was bunched up there for a second, boy, and then, I mean, he shot out like a rabbit out of a hole. And then it looked like he had a pack of dogs chasing him.
The Sand Lizards 16. Where will be a Pottsville Apache.
Second big play for the Apaches in a row there. That'll be another first down for Pottsville. They're inside the red zone at about the 16-yard line. First and 10.
A little quick handoff. He gained some there, not a whole lot, but
Doing a little cutting out there.
yes, they are.
Welcome to high school football, Mr. Finkenbinder.
I believe Brock Finkenbinder got he was on the receiving end of one of those cuts, I believe.
Yes, sir. 2nd and 5 for the Apaches. We need to stop the momentum right here.
Turnover would be nice, boy.
And we got it right there.
Oh, looky there.
Come on, brother.
Hey, I'll take that. I will take that.
Pass was intercepted.
Be first and 10 for your Sand Lizards. Bounced off the young man's hands.
Yes, it did.
And great pass.
A pretty pass. Yes,
Kid ran a good route, was
Yeah.
open. Hit him in a bad spot, bounced off, and Kanan Taylor was right there behind him. Out of position, but he's out of position that time right there, maybe for a reason. Maybe he knew he was going to overthrow that one. Sand Lizards take over first and 10. Ball's at about the 17-yard line. We bring Kanan in motion.
Oh, good cut right there.
Great cut. Run, brother.
Boy, he may have got the first down.
That was a great cut there, and I believe that's going to be a first down.
See if you're going to move a change there. Sure enough.
And we're moving them.
The sticks,
I really
boy.
like it when the white hat doesn't have to come up to check.
That's exactly right.
First and 10. Lice brings them in a huddle, gives the play, busts the huddle out. First and 10. Ball's on the 27-yard line. And we're going to have a holding probably.
Yep. Oh, howdy, I hate that. That's a good looky there.
And we've ran it for nothing. Slow down, Elias.
Touchdown, Dardanelle.
Well, you think there's any chance they'll decline this one?
We do have a flag on the play.
Maybe it's a hands to the face on the defense.
Well, I don't know. They're talking. Let's see what they
I'm
come
going
up
to say
with.
it's going to be a hold. There is some discussion. There was another flag over on the sidelines,
I saw him
too.
pick it up. I don't know what that one was.
Holding. Just the offense. Did not run into the spot on foul.
Well, I hate to say it. They had a large gain.
Also on the play.
Negated there.
Sideline warning. It's Dardanelle.
Oh, okay. That's what the other flag was for then. Okay. Well, that's going to back us up 10.
And we got our patented sideline warning. So be first and about 20 for the Sand Lizards. The only bad thing about that is Elias should have stopped at about the 40s to save it. He should have just fell down. First and 20 for the Sand Lizards.
Oh, Dakota got a pretty good run. Still on his feet.
Great
there.
run there. Bottled up around his feet. And linebacker said, hello, sir.
Yes, he did.
Good hard run, though. Picks up about 7, it looks like, maybe.
7 yards.
Be second down and about 13.
Tell you what, that wasn't a bad run right there. I mean, he had pretty good blocking.
Good
and made
read.
some
He
cuts
read
up in
he
there.
read his hole well, had some patience, got in behind big boys, and got what he could get, and then snuck on by. Be second and 13, 9:46 and counting on the clock. We bring him in motion.
Oh, face mask
Oh,
right
my
there.
Lord.
Boy,
Give him his head back.
That's
My
gonna be a
Lord.
15
That should be
yarder.
like a 30-yarder right
Well, I tell
there.
you what, that one was vicious. That one hurt from up here, I guarantee you.
He might not have to go to the chiropractor next week
No,
for the neck
He
adjustment.
should have his kinks all pulled out of his neck there, that's for sure.
And we'll take that, and I believe
That will be
an automatic first down. My question is, what's the discussion on whether it was a violent, flagrant, or personal is my question.
I don't know.
We'll take first downs however we can get them.
That's right.
We'll listen to the white hat, personal foul.
Face mask gets the defense. 15 yards from the previous spot. Result of the play is first down.
All right.
And we'll take it 1st and 10 for your Sand Lizards at about the 39-yard line. That was good enough to throw 2 flags.
Well, to be honest, I think I saw 5 of them out there on the ground.
Oh, okay. I thought that was some padding out of Elias's helmet.
Yeah.
1st and 10 for Dardanelle.
9:38 on the clock. White hat blows it in play, and here we go.
Oh, pretty good hole right there. He's going to
Good
get
job.
about 5.
Good job.
Number
And I'll tell you
5.
what I enjoyed right there was him covering the ball up with 2 hands.
Yes, sir.
Good hard run there by Dakota.
Brought down
Picked
by
up about 4 yards. Be 2nd down and about 6. The nose of the ball is touching the 43-yard line.
Ball at the 43.
9:10 and ticking on the clock.
2nd down.
Dardanelle 7, Pottsville 0. We got trips to our sidelines, which is the wide side. 8 seconds on the time on the play clock.
Well, we barely got that one off. Go with it, baby. Tuck it and run. Tuck it and run. There you go.
Good job there. Oh, no way! He got him in a block in the back, and there's no way. His helmet was across the front of
Yeah.
him. I
I guarantee that's what they're going to
That's
call.
a cheap call right there. Their coaches called that one. Good job, Coach Jones. Put him in stripes.
Boy, howdy. Yeah, his head was definitely across right there. Vega's not happy with that, which, you know, I wouldn't be either if I was a coach.
Maybe our coaches up top can tell him that it.
Yeah.
I mean, it might very well. His head might have been behind him when you watch the film. I don't know, but
Walking back. It's the offense.
it was.
10 yards from the spot.
We have instant replay, and
Yes, we do.
our producer Tony Apple says it was a horrible call.
Horrible call.
Horrible
Well,
call.
I'm going to go with
Horrible.
what he said on that one.
It's still going to be a first down, though,
Yes,
Russell.
sir. Yes, it is.
First down and 10.
Well, and-
Ball is on about the 49-yard
And
line.
I hate to say it, JD, but when you get a 10-yard penalty and you still get a first down, that's okay.
That's good. That's good. We'll take it. Fraley just took a hind end chewing, but
Yes, he did.
we'll take the first down. 8:39 on the clock. We got twins on both sides of the field. We're going to bring one in motion. We'll end up with trips to the wide side of the field, and we're going to float that way. Tuck it up and
There you
run,
go,
son.
buddy. There you
Good
go.
job. He got what he could get, and we're going to
I'll
call
tell you
it.
what, I just looked through my binoculars and I can blood trail Fraley over. I think Vega got on him pretty good there.
Ran out of bounds at the 45-yard line.
2nd and 4.
Well, that might have been Gatorade. Somebody squirted
Might
that on
have
the
been.
ground too. It's hard to see it from up here.
2nd and long 4 for the Sand Lizards. 8:30 left to
You know,
go.
and I see Coach McCoy giggling over about that. I've seen where you could blood trail several of his players
I
before.
guarantee you.
Like a little quarterback keeper right there. Looky there.
And we squirted right through
Oh, I
it.
mean,
Carter on the carry.
He gets in behind them linemen. They can't see him, and then he pops loose.
you know, I still get tickled when I guess it was last year when we was playing at Boonville.
First
You know,
down,
Elias, he said he'd
Dardanelle.
just get behind the lineman. He said, and all I'd watch is socks. He said, if I saw a different color pair of socks, he said, I couldn't see over
Run
them.
the other way.
That's right.
Be 1st and 10
And
for
hey, if that
your Sand
works,
Lizards.
I say go with it, boy.
8:17 in counting on the game clock, 14 on the play clock. We're up 7-0.
Oh, good hole right there Dakota found.
Great run there. Great run there. We're
Number 6.
executing pretty well. I hate to say that because I'm afraid I don't want to jinx this, but we're
Number 4, Braden Paul.
be second and about 2, maybe
Moves the ball
maybe a
to
long
third.
2.
Brings up second down.
Well, I just got a text from my son up in Oklahoma City. He wasn't able to make the trip, so we're going to give a shout-out to Austin Brown up there in the Big 12 country listening to a little Sand Lizard football.
Great line drive right there.
guarantee
Look
you,
at that.
boy.
That
Yes,
was nice.
sir.
Got in behind the big ones, and away they went.
On the carry.
I believe he held on to the shirt and gained about 4 more on that one.
Sure did. That'll be a first down. Be a first down for the
Pottsville.
Lizards. Pottsville has seen all the bleeding they want. They're going to call a timeout, maybe do some adjustments here. Be first and 10 when we come back for the Lizards. Ball's just over the 25-yard line at the Pottsville Apache 24-yard line. And we're back.
For the Sand Lizards.
First and 10 for your Sand Lizards. Ball's just over the 25-yard line. Elias looking to the sidelines. Whitehat blows it in motion.
Dakota rolling, boy. He's got some good blocking out there. Look at that.
Nice hard run.
Oh, I tell you
Great
what,
hard
that was
run.
pretty.
Good read. That was
Boy,
nice.
Tate Vestal threw a block out there that
That was nice.
yes,
And
it was.
somebody, I don't know which one it was there, but somebody avoided a clip there by throwing his hands up and kind of getting out of the way because there wasn't much he could do about it. Ball's going to have another first down there. Ball's just over the 10 at about the 11-yard line of Pottsville where we have a first and 10. We spread them wide to our boundary. And that's probably where we're going to head.
It's like a little option. Up. Yep. Flipped it out there. Look at there, boy. Look at there. Look at there.
Great
Keep going,
job.
buddy. There he goes.
Great job.
Touchdown, Dardanelle.
Be a touchdown for your Sand Lizards. Great pitch, great read by Elias. Excellent blocking up front. Receivers doing their jobs out there.
Also
And,
just sent me a text. He got 2 computers out there in Oklahoma City. He said one play behind the other computer. So he gets him a chance to look at a instant replay camera as well.
And we are working on the delay, by the way. Kicks up, and we're
Ooh.
good from about 60.
Now what a hear. No flag, and he knocked the kicker down.
You
Now,
gotta
how
be
do-
kidding
how do you-
me.
How do you figure that one out?
Score, Dardanelle.
And Timo was, that was a good job there.
Yeah. And to be honest, I don't think it was a production. I mean, it looked like he actually
And the
hit
White
him.
Hat was standing right there watching
Yeah.
him, so I don't know what the deal was there. We're good, though.
Well, your score now is Dardanelle 14, your Pottsville Apache 0.
And that score was sponsored by
Terry Thone.
6:54 left to go in the second quarter. Timo
You know, I
trots
I
back
will
out
say
to kick.
this. Pottsville sideline over here has been work, right on top of the press box on the Pottsville side, and there hasn't been a whole lot of noise coming from them.
And we need to make sure we don't give them anything here either.
That's exactly right.
No sustained drive, no big return here, and we need Timo to kick it. Oh, back there in about the drum section.
Yeah, that would be pleasing.
Kick is up, and that one's going to
And I
be
believe it's gonna
out
be-
of the end zone. Maybe
Well, it made the trombone section.
It made it to the back end line. We'll take that. That's huge. Pottsville's going to take it at their average starting field position
You know,
at 20.
and JD, I tell you what, a lot of people don't realize how vital that is, man. If you don't have a return and get it on the 20 every time, how beneficial that is for your defense, boy.
1st and 10. for the
It's
Apaches.
huge. Pottsville takes over 1st and 10 at the 20. I would find number 2, Russell.
Yeah, I believe I would too.
They're going to split them out wide. And they're going to bring one in motion. Isolate number 2 out here by itself and do a little toss sweep out there. And I believe we've got a penalty on the other side. I'm going to say we're going to have a hold out there on a receiver. We're going to bring that one back.
I was fixing to mark a first down there on my clipboard for Pottsville, but now we're going to see what we got here.
And I hate to admit this, but I thought the kid that was carrying the ball just ran over.
His blocker?
I thought he just ran over Kanan Taylor, but he was the blocker. But
Holding on the offense.
That's going to negate that first down for Pottsville. Well, although it will still be first down.
First and about 19 or 18 probably. Because that was from the spot of the penalty.
12-yard line.
Ball's on the Pottsville on their own 12, maybe 13-yard line.
18.
Be first and about 18 for the Apaches. 6:34 and counting on the play clock. They've gone back to a full house backfield. And we had him there in the backfield and could not come up and make the play.
I'll tell you what, our defensive line's getting some penetration.
They are. Pretty good play there for first down. Got them about probably about
8.
6 on that play,
Yeah,
maybe
I'd say
7.
6 or 7.
Be second down and a long 11 for the Apaches. Your Lizards lead 14-0. I would find number 2, as the old
he's out here. Kyle
defensive
Smith's
mind
on
guy
him.
says from beside me.
A little fullback keeper right
Hold him,
there.
boys. Hold him, boys.
I believe Caden had hold of him.
Caden said, no, sir, no further than that,
No,
brother.
It's that gravy spray on them jerseys, I'm telling you now.
Curtis Kim.
Third.
on the carry.
He might have had biscuits on his.
3rd and 7.
Brought down by
Big play right here.
Hank Brown.
If we could sniff out some momentum here on this drive right here again and continue our momentum, would be excellent. 3rd and 7, excuse me. Where's number 2?
He's on the other side over there.
And that's where they're headed, I bet you.
Yeah, back to a little out right here. Boy, you got to hit them, boys.
White's pass complete to number 32, Samuel Holland.
Be first down for the
First
Apaches.
down.
5 minutes, exactly 5 minutes on the play clock.
Ball out to the 34.
Ball's placed on the 34-yard line as Coach Russ is whining about the tackle.
Well, we are getting a little bit out of the Pottsville fans now, but it's to the referees. Unhappy about that hit last play.
1st and 10.
Boy, we have got to wrap him up. Oh, ball!
Ball on the ground!
Look at there!
We got it.
Look at there! Who come up with it?
It's a gravy-flavored football right
That's
there.
right.
And we'll take it. Ball's
I
on the
will take
ground
that.
after a big play there, and they've choked it up again.
Brown.
1st and 10 for your Lizards. 4:29 left to go in the second quarter.
I don't know. I couldn't tell, JD, who got their hand in on there. And
Well,
popped
there
that
was a
thing
host of
loose.
Lizards
was a
there on the
bunch of them
tackle,
over there,
and we
yes, sir.
popped it out, it looked like.
But hey, either way, I'll take it. I don't care who knocked it out.
1st and
We'll
10
take
here.
that
We don't
ball.
need to be greedy right here. We've got about 4:29 to play with here.
Quarterback keeper, look at there. He's got some good blocking out there.
Great job there. Great job.
On the carry.
Great job. Great patience there on the run.
Number 25.
Good blocking there.
Say he gained 5 on
A
that
good
one.
5 there, and maybe 5.5 there. Ball's going to be placed. The nose of the ball is going to be on the 43-yard line.
You know, we're a lot more consistent tonight than we were last Friday night. I'll say that much.
I'm going to tell you, Dover's defense was pretty good last Friday night.
Yeah, they were.
They really were.
Oh, Dakota hit a good hole right there. Look at there, jumping over them.
Good hard run. Good hard run. And, you know, Dover was so quick up front, Russell. And they had some real thin, athletic guys on the line.
That's what was giving us trouble when we do a play where we pull our guard or tackle. We had backside pursuit so quick that we couldn't really hit. A lot of times they'd have them in the backfield before we hit the line.
And tonight their D-line matches a lot up with our offensive line tonight. And we turned in nothing into a couple yard game
he
there.
Got a couple.
Clock's running, 3:22
now, did I
left to go.
Why were we back? The box was back at the first yard mark.
Second down.
Oh, okay, that was first down. That explains it right there.
Second comes after first.
Yes, sir. 1 and then 2.
I'm sure that Coach Vega would appreciate our band not to warm up so loud, maybe.
Yeah. Looks like we got a timeout.
Timeout on the field. 2:54 left to go in the second quarter. Your Lizards 14, Pottsville Apaches 0. Be back in just a minute.
More of our corporate sponsors is Pottsville Pharmacy, Tyson, Taco Villa, Smooth Running, and Ferguson Packing Company. A big thank you to those Booster Club corporate sponsors for sponsoring tonight's game.
Russell, as we return out of the timeout, there will be second down and about 8, looks like, for your Lizards.
Ball on
the Apache 28-yard line.
Oh, got a pass out there. Oh! And it's broke up.
Oh!
Pretty good defense right there.
It was. And I really can't even complain about the pass, to be honest with you. He laid it up to him and brought it up to him, and about all he could do with it there. That was pretty good.
Brings up third down, 8.
3rd and 8 for your Sand Lizards. Ball still placed, nose of the ball is about on the 38-yard line.
Looks like we got
28-yard line.
Biohazard
We've got the
technicians out here.
hazmat suits out, don't we?
It's the first responders there is what they are.
I was told that last week at Dover that we were told that was illegal and you couldn't have that hazmat stuff painted on those barrels, but it didn't stop Mr. Hooten. Brought us back to about the 40.
Yeah.
About the 37-yard line. We needed to get rid of that one. It's going to be 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
Be 4th down. We're going to bring our field goal unit out, I would assume. I don't figure we'll try to kick the field goal, but we're probably going to kick it that direction.
He's got the leg.
Ball setting at the 36-yard line. Would probably tee it up at about the 43 if I was guessing. And that'd be equivalent to about a 53-yarder right there. Got another timeout on the field called by Pottsville to try to keep them some clock when they get the football back, I would assume. I think they called that timeout. Yes, they did. They'll have one timeout left when they get the ball back. And stay tuned at halftime as our band performs. Be honest with you, we're not too far from the field, so I do not know how much of the field we're going to be able to get at halftime, but you'll at least get some of it. When you have 425 band members, it's hard to get them all in the football field. Timo.
A 54-yard field goal.
Just a little
down it, boys.
There you go.
Perfect.
On about the 4-yard line.
Ball will be down at the 4-yard line. Great job, Timo. And I think he did exactly what he was told to do, to be honest with you, I think. Well, I might be wrong.
Well, if you notice, he didn't He got back his 3 steps, but he didn't sidestep,
Yeah.
so I figured he's just going to
I
try
think
to
he
push
was
it.
just trying to get it there, and he did. Pottsville will have a long ways to go. They'll take over. The 1st and 10 at about the nose of the football's on the 4-yard line
Yep.
of their own 4. Big play here by the defense here. See what we can do. 1st and 10, 2:29 left to go in the second quarter. We just don't need to give up anything big here. We got
No,
plenty of
sir.
room to give us some cushion here. Put some pressure on the old QB and let her roll.
Ooh, and he got nowhere.
Oh, my goodness.
I believe
what
Caden-
a play. Hello,
believe-
my name is Caden
I believe that's what he
Brown,
said.
and that's with a capital C, sir. And that was pretty good right there. Somebody obviously either forgot to block him or didn't want to block him, Russell.
I'll tell you what, that right there makes a daddy proud, boy. I ain't going to lie to you.
Russell just kind of floated up off the ground right there and had to tie him down
Yeah,
like a helium balloon.
That's right. That's right.
Be more like a hot air balloon. But
Well,
anyway,
yeah,
the
you got
second
that.
one,
Trying to pull us off sides there.
I'm watching the tight end somewhere.
Well, he's still going.
Boys, I'd blow the whistle. Pretty good gain there on 2nd down.
Did they ever blow the whistle?
I heard a little tweet at the end. Be 3rd down, and about 3 maybe.
That's what I would call it.
3rd and 2.
Well, he said
Coach
2.
Lee said 2. It looks more like 3 maybe. I'll tell him a long 2. How's
There you
that?
go. That'll work.
Great night for football tonight. We've said it multiple times. This goes out to Julie Stokes. Tonight. 3rd and 2.
Oh.
And he picked it up, but he paid for it.
Yep.
Be 1 minute, basically, 1:02
That
left
got the
as the
first
whistle
down.
blows to get them a 1st down. Be 1st and 10 for Pottsville. Ball's placed at about the, 16-yard line,
Yeah,
Russell.
I'll call it the 16.
Clock's running, 1 minute left to go. I'm finding number 2 if I'm Pottsville.
I believe that's.
I know they've got
Well,
other
I hope
kids,
our-
but I'm
our
finding number
defense
2.
is looking for number 2. Here he
I
is.
put
on
2
the
on
near
him,
side.
and Kanan, please slide this way, son. Oh, Lord, they're going to move the safety.
Isolate him. He's going to look for him. We got double coverage on this guy. Look at here.
And
That's what we needed right there.
we had Roland out here with them, and
Number 2,
just a tad bit high and outside.
2nd down 10.
We're going to bring up 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 for the Pottsville Apaches. 34 seconds. Clock stopped with the incomplete pass. Your Sand Lizards leading 14-0. 2nd and 10. Ball's still at about the 14-yard line. They've gone shotgun formation. Find number 2,
Yeah,
boys.
he's over here on the near side again, I believe. Oh, almost a high, bad snap.
Oh, my! No way!
We do have a flag on the play.
Did we? Coach McCoy said we did. I did not think we hit him, but they're going to give us pass interference, I'm assuming. We pass interference from the spot of the football originally. It's a big one. That's a 15-yarder. But it'd have been about the same equivalent if he'd have caught it, probably. But anyway, 1st and 10 for the Apaches. They're moving the football. Ball's at the 31-yard line. 29 seconds. I'm still finding number 2.
Yep. He's over here. That's who his target's been looking for on the pass is number 2 right here.
Cody, don't run off, son.
Oh, a little screen set up, but he's going down.
He's down.
Yes, sir.
Shark Para hit him first. Caden Brown cleaned him up.
Drop for a loss by number
18
63.
seconds, 7 minutes. I don't think Pottsville can run a play under about 45 on the
Yeah,
clock,
look.
so we're going to probably say that's probably going to be it, boys. No, they
They'll
might.
try to get one off. They better hustle.
Find 2, boys.
I don't think so. Well, look at there. Oh, somebody blew a whistle. There's the buzzer.
First half.
That'll be the end of the first half for your Dardanelle Sand Lizards 14, Pottsville Apaches 0.
That's pretty good. half of
Pottsville
football.
will get the football to start the second half. Be 20 minutes on the clock. And looks like our band will take the field first. sit back and enjoy the halftime, and that is as wide as the old camera will get. So hope you can enjoy that and have a great halftime.
Good evening. This portion of your halftime entertainment is brought to you by the Dardanelle High School Scarlet Regiment. The band is 163 members strong and directed by Clayton and Tina Cornwell, Zachary Whitworth, and Holly Smith. They're being led on the field tonight by drum majors Reagan English and Savannah Harris. Today I'd like to thank the Journey Church for our Dardanelle campus for coordinating drinks, our Wednesday rehearsals and tailgate parties for home and away games. This week's sponsors are Nail Construction, Sherry and Tony Nail. This year's show is entitled Radioactive. Please enjoy movement 1, 2, and 3 with U2's Vertigo, Imagine Dragons Radioactive, David Guetta's Titanium, Britney Spears Toxic, and Get Free by the Vines. Ladies and gentlemen, from Pride in Yale County, the Dardanelle High School Scarlet Regiment.
This area is now contaminated. Please proceed to your nearest shelter. This is not a drill. Please evacuate the area. This area is now contaminated. Please proceed to your nearest shelter. This is not a drill.
This is not a drill. This is not a drill.
Chorus, Peter Ruiz and Ethan Lentz. Trumpet soloist Daniel Cooley and Howard Stewart. and gentlemen, the Pottsville High School Band is taking its place on the field to entertain you this evening. Tonight's show features our 2016 production of Heart. The band is 61 members strong and led onto the field tonight by senior drum major Mackenzie Little. Drum major, is your band ready? Ladies and gentlemen, we proudly present Heartbreak. When dealing in matters of the heart, sometimes our hearts can break. Our next piece features soloists Zane Grant on saxophone, Sarah Carney on trombone, and Kelsey Duval color guitar. Finally, we come back to the basics and the steady rhythm of the heartbeat of Pottsville High School. Here's Heartbeat. The 2016 Black and Gold Brigade. The band is under the direction of Kevin Ray, assisted by Chris Cameron, flag instructors Jamie Dennis, and major ed instructors Jamison Hale. Thank you for your kind attention.
All right, on your feet, Pottsville fans, and welcome back the 2016 Pottsville Apaches.
Welcome back to Apache Stadium, Pottsville, Arkansas, where your Dardanelle Sand Lizards lead the Pottsville Apaches 14-0. Russell, it was a pretty good first half, son.
I'll tell you what, I'm very pleased with the way we played. Just like what we always talk about, though, we got to come out this second half. I know we're going to kick off. We got to come out and, well, I'd like to see a good 3 and out on defense and get our offense back
no
out on the
letdown
field.
and no big play here on this kickoff return.
That's right.
We'd love to have it in the end zone. We're going to be kicking away from the scoreboard to start the third quarter.
Back deep for the Apaches will be number 5, Katie. Kicking off for Dardanelle will be number 8, Timo Martinez.
There's the
Timo
kick.
approaches it and he kicks it. It's going to be a deep kick. And it barely,
Boy, you better be glad that thing flopped like it did.
Well, I'm really glad it did, to be honest with you, because we had 2 guys down there, and that was about it. Everybody else had kind of stopped because he stopped.
Yeah.
Pottsville will take over 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line.
20-yard line.
If I'm not mistaken, that is pretty much the start of their
That's why they started every time.
average field position.
See if our defense can pick up where we left off. Boy, howdy. Wasn't bad. I thought the fullback had the ball right there, JD.
A good pickup for Pottsville on first down. Be second down and about 4. Russell, I want to do a little shout out here to my mama and my dad.
Ahead.
They are at Danville in the hospital. My mom's in the hospital after a incident that occurred about a week and a half ago. So she's getting her little IVs and some medical attention for a leg. And oh my Lord!
Look, dadgummit, he hung on to it. I thought the running back had the ball.
He did, and he pulled it, I believe. Great play there by Caden, and good decision on the quarterback's part. Be 1st and 10 for the Apaches. Ball's just over their own 30-yard line to about the 31-yard line.
So now, did your mom or the ankle broke or any broken bones or anything?
Right now they're just treating an infection
Okay, well, good deal.
in that leg where she got run over. Be 1st and 10 for Pottsville. Ball's at the 31-yard line. 11 minutes left to go in the third quarter. We need to tighten up here on defense. And we found him again, and he pulled it. Or did he get? No, he gave it that time.
Yeah, he
Gave it because he was hugged up.
Yeah.
I think Caden ate his lunch
I'm
again.
telling you, we're getting
and,
good penetration on that defensive line.
Great penetration. The only thing that scares me with that is great penetration, but we make sure our heads are up so we know where the
Exactly.
ball's at.
Exactly, because you don't want to penetrate.
Everybody's
and then-
jumbled up there together, and they're only about 1.5 yards or 2 yards maybe from the line of or from the football. So everybody's kind of out there in a wad, so it's hard. I am kind of surprised that I don't remember having seen a counter tonight.
I don't know if I have either.
We don't chart it, but one of the patented plays out of this offense is always a flow one direction and then a counter back the other direction.
Well, that's another good defensive
He's not going
stand
anywhere right there.
there.
Going to be 3rd and long. Going to be about 3rd and 8 probably for the Apaches
Number 34.
You know, and this series right here, these last 2-3 plays, man, that's that swarming defense that we had last year, boy. We got all them white jerseys on the ball.
That was fun to see right there. Be 3rd and 8. We need to not give up a big play here.
Yeah, I'd be on number 2.
We can bend for about 5 or 6 yards here, but we don't need a break here.
Well, they're double tight, man.
I would find tight end.
Yep.
Don't fall asleep. Kyle Smith.
He's going to go out for a pass right there, and he is wide open. Oh, my
thank
goodness.
you. Pass was short, and he had some pressure there by, I believe, Shark Parr, I believe. He was down on the ground after that play. So,
that was, son, if he'd have caught that, he'd have been running for
4th
days.
and 8. So
Will be number 2, Bryce Prince.
And we look like we are close to the line over here on this end, but I don't guess so.
Oh, get the ball, get the ball. Woo. Boy, that was dangerous right there.
Jason Taylor on the return. Stepped out of bounds.
Well, looks like we're going to get the ball, I'm going to say, on probably the 32, 33, about the 32 or 33 yard line. Where it'll be Dardanelle ball, 1st and 10.
Russell, we just need to kind of keep up doing what we've been doing in the first half, taking care of the football, making good decisions on the ball.
Yep.
And 9:20 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Dardanelle
Hanging on
14,
to the football.
Pottsville 0.
It went nowhere.
Had him by the face mask, it looked like. Turned his old helmet around. No gain, I believe, on the play. Be 2nd down and about 10.
Brought down by number 8.
They played that option much better that time
Yes,
than
they
they did
did,
in the
yeah.
first half.
No gain. Brings up 2nd down 10.
2nd down and 10. We've got some coming in and some coming out. Not much there.
No, Dakota had to change and got all he could there. Looked like he gained maybe 3.
Be 3rd and about 8 probably.
Dakota Rowland on the carry.
They're bringing some different personnel in. Bringing some of their big heavies out. Bringing some speed in probably. Probably a nickel type formation for them on defense. 8:22 on the game clock. About 10 seconds on the play clock. And we're going to have to burn a timeout right there because we're not lined up right. Timeout. With 8:07 left to go in the 3rd quarter, Dardanelle St. Lizards 14, Pottsville 0. It'll be 3rd and 8 when we return from the timeout. I also want to remind everybody about the Basketball Booster Club Bass Bonanza in the morning. Going to start registration about 5 o'clock in the morning if you haven't already pre-registered. Boat time will be about safe light, and they're going to go until about 3 p.m. Registration, as I said, will start about 5. Be $50 per boat entry, $1,000 guaranteed first prize, and there'll also be some door prizes out there. If you have any questions or anything this evening or in the next hour or two, please contact Kurt Spears at 479-880-6222. It'll be a beautiful day tomorrow on the lake, and best of luck to everybody, all of our angler buddies that'll be out there fishing in the morning. Sandler just pick it back up, 3rd and 8.
Rolling out the pass there. Oh,
and that's going to be an incomplete pass. He was giving the kid a piggyback ride there.
I thought he was going to throw at the Brock Finkenbinder. He looked like he was open out there in the flats.
Be 4th and about 8, and they're going to punt the football.
Brings up 4th down.
All we need to do here is get a good clean snap, get a good kick away. Timo and them bright shoes of his.
I'm anxious to see where they want him to put it. And they're going to angle it to our sidelines.
Getting a good roll. Be on about
Good
the
job,
22.
Curtis McIntyre down there to down the ball. Good hustle on his part.
That's waspy. That's what I call
Wasp.
it, Curtis. That's waspy.
Waspy.
At the 22-yard line.
Pottsville will take over 1st and 10. Both drives for both teams on the first possessions kind of fizzled out. And we'll take that. Be 7:52 left to go in the third quarter. San Lizards 14, Pottsville 0. That score was sponsored by
Miss Terry Thone. Or excuse me, Mrs. Terry Thone.
1st and 10 for Pottsville. They're going to spread it out a little bit. Find number 2. Or find the quarterback, one of the two.
Yep. Oh, he was hit. Oh, look at that.
Come on, take
Got a
Vestal!
pick.
Come on, take Vestal!
He could go all the way. Look at that.
Boy.
Yes,
Woo!
sir. Touchdown.
Touchdown!
Intercepted.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'll take that every day.
The human tater tot right
That's
there.
right.
Tate Vestal.
Take
Brought her home, boys.
Palamau. Well, right there,
Great
helped
job.
JD.
We had some pressure on him from the backside. I believe that might have been Chase Hickey,
I
maybe.
believe it was.
57, put a little pressure on him. He left it up short. And so Tate found him a loaf of bread and took it home. Ed's got a big head, but I bet you it's even bigger right now.
Well, I can see it swelled up over on the fence.
Place is down, kick is up, and
I
it's
believe
good. With 7:43 left to go in the third quarter, your Dardanelle Settlers are 21. Pottsville Apaches 0. We'll be back in just a few. A high kick, but it is going to be returnable.
We got some men down there if we can just get a hold of him. There, look at that.
Good job. Great job by kickoff team. Great job, number 16 down there, 31. 42 by Brock Finkenbiter. I think David Fraley was down there as well.
Making a hand.
Great job. Jesus Garcia was probably the first man there, I think.
Yep.
But great job there. That was returnable. That's the first one in a long time that he's had returnable.
Yes, it is. Let's see
Pottsville
what our
takes
defense
over.
can do.
Pottsville takes over 1st and 10 at about the 21-yard line. Their own 21.
Oh, he's still running.
He's going to be down. Good gain there on first down of about 14, maybe 15 yards. Be 1st and 10 for Pottsville. Just simply running it off a left tackle there.
Ball will be spotted at the 35, where it'll be a Pottsville Apache.
First and 10 for Pottsville. Ball's just over their own 40. It's going to go to the second back through, and he's not going to go anywhere. Bring up 2nd and 10 there
Chase
for.
Hickey got in there on that one.
Yes, sir. Russell, there's also going to be a Build Your Future 5K in the morning, a run walk, and a 1K obstacle course tomorrow for kids 12 and under. All proceeds go to the Boys and Girls Club and the Habitat for Humanity. In the morning, 5K start times at 8 a.m. Registrations from 7 to 7:30. The 1K starts at 9:30. Registration from 8:30 to 9:20 at the Boys and Girls Club at Russellville. And
Oh, he
that's
went
not gonna
nowhere
probably go
right there.
anywhere. Be 3rd and about 10. No pickup there.
Did you say that obstacle course was for 50 and under? Okay, boy, I tell you what, I was looking
And I
forward
think there's some weight limits on some of the obstacles. That would put us out.
Yep. Might be tough on the blow ups there. Third and 10.
And there he goes.
Back
He
to
is
pass.
wide
He is
open.
wide. Oh, They hit the other man. Boy, I don't even think he
And
saw
a late
number
hit
2.
probably on the quarterback.
Complete to number 8, Austin Bell.
Totally uncalled for there by Shark. I mean, there's no sense in that.
Yep.
They pick up a first down, and then we have a roughing the passer. Absolutely no sense in that. We got to be smarter than that.
Previous spot,
He needs to hide his hind end chewed on just a tad over there. I don't fault his effort and his hustle, but he's got to be smarter than that. Be 1st and 10 for the Pottsville Apaches. Ball's just going to be over the 45-yard line.
15 yards from the end of the run. Automatic first down.
Boy, that right there hurt us. That's a 25-yard pickup, counting that penalty.
Spot the ball at the Sand Lizard 38. 1st and 10.
Second back through, and he's bottled up, but after about a 6-yard gain there.
On the carry. Brought down by number 7, Carter Chandler.
Be 2nd down and about 5 for the Apaches.
2nd down 5.
Ball's on our 38-yard line, on the Lizards' 38-yard line. Moving the football a little bit on this drive, and they're kind of at crunch time for Pottsville. They're going to have to get something happening around here. 2nd and long 5 for Pottsville.
Hand off, second man through. He gains a little bit there.
He was touched, then kind of fell through for another 3 yards or so. Be 3rd and 1, maybe a long one for Pottsville. Ball's just over the 30-yard line, to about the 29-yard line of Dardanelle. Pottsville will have it 3rd and 1. 4:40 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Dardanelle up 21-0.
Well, again, we need to stiffen up here on defense.
We're coming to this wide side of the field, I guarantee you. Front back scooted up a little bit. And nope, we counted out of that. Oh, make a tackle! Oh, we had him.
Yep.
We had him
We had him there in the backfield, but he got loose and gained about 5.
On the carry. Brought down by number 6.
You can put people in position, but you can't go out there and make the tackle.
That's right.
1st and 10 for the Apaches as they're moving the football. We need to dig in right here. Defense has been out there for a little while. 4:20 left to go in the 3rd quarter. 1st and 10. Cannot get lulled to sleep here.
Number 5.
They're wearing our right side of
Yes,
our
they
defense
are.
out.
Brought down by number 5, Dakota Rowland.
Be 2nd and a long 5 for the Apaches. Ball's setting at about the Lizard 23-yard line, or excuse me, about the Lizard 18-yard line. Toss sweep. Come on, fellas, get there. Brings it up to about the 15-yard line. Carter Chandler did a great job out there.
Yeah, he did, boy. I tell you what, he kept that from getting loose there.
Be 3rd and about 2 for the Apaches. Ball's nose is just almost on the 15-yard line. We need to dig in right here, Russell.
We do, boy. I mean, dig in hard.
Watching the tight end, 3rd and 2. We're probably going to go ahead and just run her. Yeah.
Looked like his own man brought him down that time.
Power slam him. He needs an assist on that again. Same guy that did it a while ago, I believe. Be a 1st down, 1st and goal.
Well,
for the Apaches.
They've got 3 first downs on this drive.
Sand Lizard's 7-yard line. What'll be a Pottsville Apache.
Well, we need to bow up right here on defense. He went nowhere right there.
Great job. Lost a couple of yards there.
Finkenbinder looked like he was the first one in there to wrap him up.
Great job. Good wrap up.
Number 34, Curtis Kemp on the carry.
Lost about 2 maybe there on that play, maybe 3.
Number 40.
Be second and goal from about the 8-yard line.
No gain.
Maybe 7.
Down goal.
We just needed about 3 more plays like that right there.
Still don't need to get Laurel to sleep. Number 2 is spreading out wide out here. I'd find the tight end coming across the middle of the field probably, unless they roll him. And we're going to call a timeout. Pottsville's got a timeout. They did not like what they saw, made them a little uncomfortable. Pottsville used their first timeout on their second drive of the second half. 1:56 remaining in the third quarter. It's been a quick third quarter.
I tell you what, this quarter has flown by.
Be a second and goal from the 7 when we come back. Next week, next Friday night at Keenan Field at Tyson Track, next Friday night will be homecoming for your Lizards. I'm assuming festivities will start somewhere around 6:30. Homecoming festivities. Come out and join us next Friday night at home against the West Fork Tigers, I believe. Also Thursday night, our junior high Lizards will travel the long trip to West Fork, where they'll try to shoot for 6-0.
Yep, they're going to try to keep that record untarnished.
Oh, the tribe has woken up.
Yep.
Be 2nd and 7. Coming out of the timeout, second and goal from the 7. We got it spread out wide onto the both sides, with our sidelines being the wide side. Quarterback's going under center.
Going to pass. Overthrown.
And just a tad bit high.
White's pass.
He was there.
Yeah.
Intended for number
We were playing behind him in the end zone.
If he would have placed that ball right, they would have had 6 right there.
I will tell you, Dakota did drop on that and put himself kind of there in the window there, so it kind of forced him to throw it a little high. Bring up 3rd and goal from the 7. 3rd and goal from the 7. We're going to have twins to the right side of the field. Single back. Still watching tight end.
Got it to number 2, but he...
Oh, don't give it to him.
They're going to call him down. 4th down. Possible crowd's not happy with that call. I believe
4th and goal.
Short of the goal line.
Well, what do? You
4th and goal from about the 1, it looks like.
4th down. Last
I believe they're going to go for it. Boy, we need a stand right
We need
here.
a push right here. If I'm the quarterback, I'm just taking it right up the gut.
Yep. He got in there.
Nobody touched him.
Number 34.
With 1:15 in the third quarter, Pottsville finally gets on the scoreboard.
Well, our defense did a pretty good job that series right there, but
And they sucked us up inside, and
Number 30.
we had linebackers and tackle. They ran it off tackle and was able to.
once he made and
it's good with 1:15 left to go in the third quarter. Your Dardanelle Sand Lizards 21, Pottsville 7. We'll be back in just a few.
For Dardanelle is number 1, Kyle Smith.
Russell, it wouldn't surprise me. I've seen Coach Russ do it many times.
Yeah.
They think they've got the momentum. they're going to tee it up on their own hash on their side of the field. It wouldn't surprise me that they might not kick them a little onside.
Well, I was watching that kicker warm up before in pregame there, and he wasn't kicking the ball real good. So
no, and he
you can't never
knuckleballed the first one.
Yeah.
He's pretty much straight on with it right now. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
Right there.
No return. There was a loose ball.
Carter could have kept kicking on it and would have been back further.
Yeah,
so
that's right.
We'll take that. That might have been one of the ugliest kick balls I've ever seen.
Still not bad spot on about the 26, we'll say.
26-yard line. Let's see if we can move the ball a little bit on this drive. We need to eat up some clock and get that clock moving and get some positive things to happen here for us. Protect the football, and let's get out of here.
That's the thing we've got to do. We've got to be clean on our runs and make sure we hang on to the ball. Can't throw an interception.
Be first and 10.
We can't give them anything.
Be first and 10, Russell, at about the 26-yard line.
Dakota found him a hole there. Look at there.
Dakota. Go on, Dakota. Go on, Dakota.
Boy, he's going now. He's down on about the 30, the 35, the 25, down to
Great
about the
job.
23.
No yellow flags that I see. That's going to be a first down for the Lizards. Great way to start the drive right there. Good read on his part as far as finding a hole. It's kind of a zone play there, and he found his spot and got in there, and away he went.
Looked kind of like a little zone read. And he
kid had a great angle on him coming across the field, and great play for the first down there. Be first and 10 again for the St. Lizards over on Apache's territory at about the 24-yard line.
Little quarterback keeper.
And we'll take that. That's fine. About 3 yards, maybe 2.5, 3 yards there. And picked him up 2 or 3. You know, he hasn't ran the ball as much tonight.
No, he hasn't.
Dakota's carried the mail tonight.
He hadn't really had to be honest with you.
He's rolled out a time or two and kept it a time or two. And as far as I can remember, that's probably only the second maybe designed.
Yeah.
Maybe second or third designed quarterback keeper there.
Well, he's rolled out and kept it a couple times, which he made a smart decision those times when he did
Be
keep
second
it ran.
and 8. Ball's at about the 21-yard line of the Pottsville Apaches. He's going to send Dakota out.
Open backfield. Kanan Taylor.
We've got that was a weak hold there.
Yeah.
That was more of an arm bar.
Carter's pass was complete to number 6.
I think that's going to be Dakota rolling.
Yeah, that'll be our second penalty of this half.
I don't know. Well, I guess he impeded his motion, I guess, would be the hold. But that is a weak hold call, but we'll take it. I don't want to sound like a whine baby. So be second and, about 10?
Second about 20.
20, or further.
Maybe 20. We'll call it 21.
Well, because it was from the spot of the foul.
Yeah.
So he brought us back to about the 35-yard line. About a 13-yard penalty. We're probably going to take the quarter right here. About 5 seconds left to go in the quarter. And we're going to take the quarter there at the 0-0 mark in the third quarter. Your Dardanelle St. Lizards 21, Pottsville Apache 7. Be back in just a few.
Pottsville 7.
Welcome back. 12 minutes. Got 12 minutes left in the Big River battle here.
Dardanelle football.
Be second and about 20 here, Russell.
Yeah.
We just don't need a big play on the other direction.
No, we don't. Little quarterback keeper, little read option out there.
Little option there, and don't know if we were able to pitch or not. Kyle Smith might have been getting his hind end shoe just a little bit out there on the outside.
Vega was unhappy with somebody. I didn't see exactly who it was, but I could tell
Hardaway was the one doing the discussing that time. 11:34, 11:32 and counting. We're going single receivers both sides. And we've used our second timeout. 11:22 left to go in the fourth quarter.
I don't know that we had enough men out there on the field that time.
I don't know that one. Wish we'd have had that one back. I mean, we're up 21-7, but I'd still feel much more comfortable having 2 timeouts in the fourth quarter.
You know, I've got this figured out pretty good.
Tell us.
If we score more than they do, we're going to win.
If the clock was to run out right now, I think we would be the winner.
Yeah, well, yes, we would.
Would like to say that first half tonight was sponsored by Malibu Trucking.
Load them like a box car, drive them like a stock car.
Can't guarantee that'll all get there.
That's right. They haul them railroad ties. I saw one truck come into town there yesterday. He had 2 of them on there.
But we'll guarantee
That's
some
right.
of them there.
That's
Malibu
right.
Trucking for all your hauling and loading and carrying needs. Be 3rd and 18 for your Sand Lizards. Come back out of the timeout, excuse me. Got an empty backfield. And Dakota led up about 3 times. Have no idea why he didn't run his route.
Number 5, Dakota Rowland.
That would have been there.
Well, I'm kind of glad number 2 didn't see that ball, or he would have had an easy pick there, I believe.
Yes, sir. We're going to bring our punting unit, our field goal team out.
You know, this is in his range here, so I don't know.
Ball's going to be placed at about the 40-yard line, Russell. No, about the 41-yard line. He's lining it up.
Timo Martinez going to attempt a 51-yard field goal.
11-18 left to go in the fourth quarter. Come on, number 8.
High snap.
And
boy.
we're going to be ugly bad wrong.
Yeah.
And we're on the ground again. I don't know how we ended up on the ground again.
I didn't see. I was watching the ball that time. I still don't understand that first one down here on the other side of the field there.
Pottsville take over on their own 20-yard line. 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
11-13 left to go in the fourth quarter. Russell, we need that defense to dig in here. I know they're probably tired. We've got a lot going both ways.
Yeah, we got to.
But we've got to dig in here. Stay low and go low. Great job there by number 21.
Yep.
Number 5, Cade England on the carry.
I believe Caden got him a cramp.
I believe
there on
Caden's
that
got a
play.
cramp in his calf and in his a calf there.
Gain of 1 brings up a 2nd down at 9.
Be 2nd and about 8, maybe 9 for the Pottsville Apaches.
Back to pass there. Oh,
Jay White's pass complete to number 8, Austin Bell.
Be 1st and 10 for Pottsville. Big pickup. Lull us to sleep. Make the play. And they're picking the pace up a little bit. We got Twins receivers out to their side. And he's carrying 2 or 3. We need big number 63 back in there.
Curtis Kemp on the carry.
Rub the cramp out, son. Let's go.
Gain of 7 yards.
yeah, he's getting worked over there. Looks like
6 yards brings up 2nd down.
coach is
4.
over there working him over.
I've lost him.
He's over on the sideline on about the 20 or 30.
He's
over there.
2nd and 4 for Pottsville.
Hand off to the first man through. Oh, he busted loose there.
Taylor Skip on the carry.
Well, we got to shut this down right here.
Moves the ball down to the Sanders at 34. First and 10 for the Apaches.
They're going a little
Pottsville's
faster
got the-
pace
yeah,
right here.
They got the momentum, looks like, right now. Well, we had movement. I don't know if that's offsides
Well,
or
they're going to give it to
procedure.
us, I guarantee you. Because he threw the flag and Russ is right there in his ear. So I'm going to say they're going to get the penalty. I'm going to say encroachment. No.
No, it looks like maybe a false start.
Dead ball, false start.
Looky there.
5-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
Well, Pottsville fans not too happy about that call.
First down 15 for the Apaches.
Need a big play here. We're going to spread us out a little bit. I'm looking for tight end on the backside if they throw the football. Or you got two out here on an island by itself probably.
Drop him back. We got some heat on him. Boy, we got to get a hold of him there.
Wrap him up,
Good
boys.
lick on him.
Good job.
Look like
Maybe a yard gain there, maybe.
Nick Curris was in there on the stop on that one.
Number 15.
Be second and about 14.
Yep.
They're still working on Caden's calf over there.
Down 15.
They
He
had
must
him,
have had a doozy.
well, they got him up and he went back down and got him back up, went back down. They're trying to stretch it out. And I can guarantee he wants to be out there. Second and 14. Finding the tight end, boys. Finding the tight end, boys.
Two's right here on this side.
Pottsville will call their
Yeah, they had
second
the burn
timeout
one.
with 8:39 left to go in the fourth quarter. Dardanelle 21, Pottsville 7. Be back in just a few. Russell out of the timeout. Going to be second and about 14 for the Pottsville Apaches. They're going to go twins receivers to their sidelines. I'm still watching the tight end.
Block in the back right there. He's got
They
it.
called it. Good job, ref.
Sir.
Wide's pass complete to number 34.
Believe they'll be
Curtis
bringing
Sims
that
will be
back.
on the flag on the play.
We're going to have a block in the back, according to our color man there. I was watching the ball carrier, to be honest with you.
Block on the back, against the offense. 10 yards. Penalty from the spot of foul.
Now, they can call that on the lineman as long as he's outside the tackle box. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Move the ball back to the 46-yard line.
Be second and a long ways for
Brings up second down 25.
Well, we just don't need
Pottsville
nothing done
Apaches.
right here.
Wide open. Look at there. That's a touchdown. They're going to say he's
They're gonna call
down.
him down.
Wide's pass complete. to
Russell,
number
I
35,
don't understand. I mean, we got guys all around him.
That right there is hard to swallow, JD.
Going to spot the ball down at the 2-yard line where it'll be a Pottsville Apache.
I don't think he got it.
He's down. Looks short of the goal line. Looks like maybe on about the foot-yard line.
Yeah, he's close, but he didn't get in.
They are wearing Brock Finkerbinder's shins out.
Yeah, they are.
Draw down by number 5.
Looks like the ball's on about the 1-yard line. Second down and goal from the 1.
Oh, he didn't get it. Yeah,
He did.
Yeah, he did.
We were even in position.
Yeah, we had contact there behind the line of scrimmage, but his momentum just carried him on in.
$7:45 left to go in the fourth quarter. Kicks up and it's good.
Extra point is good. The score, Dardanelle 21, Pottsville 14.
Well, we had all the fireworks in the first half, and right now Pottsville, they're having the fireworks in the second half. I'm telling you right here, I think they're going to bring their hands team out here on the front line, so, well, if they kick an onside, we better get on that.
Nah, we playing ball today, baby.
Last week for Dardanelle, kicking off for the Apaches. It's Pedro Costa.
Ball fell off the tee. That might be a good omen right there.
Yes, sir.
Pottsville's got the ball placed. We've got our hands team in there.
He kicked it away. Cannon Taylor picked it up. He gets about 4 or 5 yards on the return. So
Up to about the 24-yard line. We'll take over 1st and 10 with Pottsville having the momentum on us here.
Boy, we need to get 6 on the board or 7 right here.
Or keep it for 7 minutes and 42 seconds.
Yes, sir. One of the two.
For Dardanelle at their own 24-yard line.
Be 1st and 10 until on our own 24-yard line.
Pretty good run by Dakota right there.
Good job, good run. Good run on 1st down.
It's going to be about a gain
Leaves
of
us
7,
about
I'm
2nd
gonna
and
say.
about 1, maybe 2.
Yeah, you're right. About 1 yard there. It's about a 9-yard gain.
Drawn down by number 18, Grayson Stevens.
Great play. Just protect the football. Protect the football. I can't say that enough. Clock's running. 7:15 or so left to go in the fourth quarter. Dardanelle 21, Pottsville 14.
Dakota got a pretty good block right there. Still on his feet.
Please protect the football.
Rolling.
Great hard run.
Yes, sir.
Braden Myers upfield,
Drawn down
helping
by
him take him
number
on.
18, Grayson Stevens.
Carter Chandler. Several Lizards helping Dakota move the ball. Dakota's
Yes,
going to be
sir.
a little sore in the morning. Be 1st and 10 at the 7-minute mark and running in the fourth quarter. Be 1st and 10, just shy of the 45-yard line. Ball's going to be at about the 43.5-yard line. Elias in shotgun formation.
Pretty good run right
Good
there.
run. We'll
Look
take
at
about
there.
4
Got a good
yards.
Push, boy. Still
5
pushing.
yards,
Look at
6
there.
yards, 7 yards.
I'm going to say about a 9-yard, about
we'll
an
take
8-yard
that.
gain.
Great job there.
He had some meat behind him that time, helping him out there, boy.
Be second down and about 2. Just over the 50-yard line of Pottsville. 2nd and 2, clock's running. 6:18, 6:17 left to go in the fourth quarter. 17, 16, 15 on the play clock. Moving Tate around from one side to the other. We're going to run that clock down.
Little quarterback keeper. Believe he's got enough for
That'll be a first down.
Elias Carter on the carry.
Caden Brown has whipped number 60 all night long and whipped him again on that one.
Yeah.
And then as Caden turned his back to look back, number 60 got the only hit he's had on him all night,
That's
which was
right.
a cheap shot.
A little
but that's
love tap there on him. Said, hey.
5:50 and counting on the clock. 1st and 10. Ball setting just on the 45-yard line of Pottsville. Line shifting around a little bit. We've got...
You know, JD, I think 60 might be a little upset about that hot dog eating contest too there, buddy. Oh, look at there. Good run, Elias. Up there.
Good job.
First down.
Good job. I think he's going to be just shy, of the first down, maybe. 2nd and probably a short one for Dardanelle. Good run there. Good play call. 2nd and about 1 for your Sand Lizards.
We're chewing that clock up and making yards, boy. That's what we need.
5:10 and counting. 18 seconds on the play clock, and we'll probably run every bit of it out. 2nd and a long 1. Elias looking at the clock and gets himself set. And here we go.
Dakota, just
we'll
hang
take a
on that
first
ball,
down.
baby.
Rolling on the carry.
Be 1st and 10 for your Sand Lizards. Ball's going to be just over the 35 at about the 34-yard line. 1st and 10, 4:50 when the clock winds again.
1st and 10.
And let it run, boys. 17 on the play clock.
Well, I'll tell you what, they're battling up front in there, boy, that's for sure.
Rolling on the carry.
We'll take a couple of yards there.
Well, it looks like on that one, if he could have stayed a little bit outside, he had a better hold.
He had
out
some green pasture out here out to his right. 4 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Clock running. Pottsville has one timeout. Dardanelle has one timeout. 21-14 Dardanelle over Pottsville. 14 seconds on the play clock. And we're going to wind it up, boys.
That went nowhere.
Nothing
right there,
there.
JD. Oh, they need to blow that whistle.
Rolling on the carry. Brought down by number 71, Chris Gorka.
Be 3rd and about 9.
Yeah, it's
3rd and a long 8.
third down.
3rd and 8.
Well, I think this time tonight, I don't think we've had any technical difficulties. That gremlin hadn't jumped on her back yet, so that's a good thing.
Be 3rd and 8 for your Lizards. 3:10 or so left on the clock. Big play here, Russell.
Yes, it is.
We've had to hit a brick wall about the 30, especially in the second half.
Pretty good run right there by Elias.
Good
That's
job.
going to be
We'll take
close.
Carter on the carry.
Here's going to be the big question,
Yeah.
Russell.
What to do,
Going to be
what to
4th
do.
and about 2.
Cody Rivas brings up 4th down.
I believe we're going to go for it. Looks like we're bringing the heavy package in right here.
Fourth down.
I'm going to run it down, call a timeout here. I believe so.
We're going to let the play clock run down to about 1. Coach Vega had positioned himself by the line judge, and we have called a timeout. It'll be 4th and 2, Russell. with 2:12 left to go on the clock when the ball is snapped. Dardanelle 21, Pottsville 14. We've kind of hit that wall right here.
Yes, we have. I tell you what, though, if we do decide to go for it right here, if we get it, I think that's a ball game. So,
well, you're a lot more positive thinking than I am. I'll be negative Ned, and I'll just continue to say we just need to continue. We need to put some points on the board.
Well, this is my thinking, though. If we get the first down, we're going to end up scoring. So
I got one timeout left for Pottsville, and I'm sure Coach Russ would like to hang on to that as long as he can possibly hang on to it. But if we could pick up a first down, it would be huge if we could get a first down here. We got big heavies in there. I would assume they're coming back out in the package. And they got big biggins in there too.
Up there too. That's right. Hey, it's going to be the battle of the heavies right here.
4th and 1 for the Sounders.
Looks like a bunch of Sherman tanks in there. And boy, we are foot to foot.
Yes, sir. Big scrum right here, boy. Look at there, boys. Look at there.
No first down for your Lizards.
Got your call by Coach Wagon.
Huge first down.
I will take it every time.
Huge first down. Good job by Lance Carter leading that. And that gets us up.
Here we go.
First and 10 for the Wizards. Run for the back keeper. He's going to move the outside. He's still on his feet, and he's trying to get
Go. That was first down or 2nd and 8. Looks like we gained a couple yards there. We're still hanging on the ball. We had a little technical difficulty. Once again, I shouldn't have said anything. And, boy, look here. That gremlin just flew down here and swooped down and jumped on her back. But we got her taken care of. And this time, our power box run out of batteries, and this time J.D. didn't have to run around. We had them here this time.
Whew, thank goodness. Be 3rd and 7. 1 minute and counting on the play clock.
Boy, that went nowhere right there.
Rolling on the carry.
Be a
Have
big.
your attention, parents of the cheerleaders. We will need your help as far as the cleanup crew tonight. So please stay and help us out.
4th down. I believe we're going to try to bust us a field goal right here.
Be 4th and about 6.
Here comes the man with
For the
green
Lizards.
shoes.
We're probably not going to get this one off, boys.
If we get a penalty, I don't think it's going to hurt that bad, to be honest. He just letting her run as much as he can there.
We do have a flag on the play.
Run her down to 14 seconds. So, I mean, I'm thinking this one's in the bag here, JD.
Woo! Russell!
And I don't want to gloat, but I believe I called the game 21-14 there. You can ask my wife there. She'll back me up, hopefully.
Well, until the fat guy sings, which is you.
Well, that's right.
We're going to say that we're still got a ball game.
I'm warming
Because we
up
could have a
over
block
here,
kick right here. Anything in the world could happen right here. 14 seconds. 4th and about 11.
You know they're coming for it. They got it away, and I believe she's good.
It is good.
Woo! Looky there, boy.
With 10 seconds left to go in the 4th quarter, your Dardanelle Sun Lizards 24, Pottsville Apaches 14. You can start singing, Russell.
La, 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 la.
Okay, never mind. Never mind. Sorry. I apologize.
Boy, did you hear all them cats start howling over there?
Jerry Benson, if you are still in the stadium, would you please come
That's
to the
right,
press
that's
box,
right.
please? Jerry Benson.
That makes me feel real good, JD.
That was good. That's a good confidence booster for him as well. I know he'd like to make all of those that he kicks, but
I'm
that was
telling you what, now,
huge.
if it was me, I'd be doing the onside kick right here. Woo!
A little shout out to the poultry expert himself, Jimmy Witt.
That's right, Mr.
For all your
Chicken.
poultry and cattle needs, contact Jimmy Witt. He is the
Jimmy
expert.
Witt, we do chicken right.
If you don't believe us,
Oh, look at there, son.
if you don't believe that he's the expert, just ask him. Pottsville will take over 1st and 10 at the 20 with a touchback there. It'll be 24 to 14.
What are you telling your D-backs here?
I'd back up way back there. Of course, we back way back up, and he catches underneath and runs for about
That's
45.
right.
Jerry Benson.
I would find number 10.
Yeah, that's right. Well, we got Pottsville fans.
I would sure like for number 63 to put a little explanation point on this one.
Yep, that's it right there, boy.
And that'll be the ball game.
Party's over, boys.
And that is the ball game, ladies and gentlemen.
Your score, Dardanelle Sun Lizards 24, Pottsville Apaches 14, Russell Brown.
Well, I tell you what, I'll take
We'll
it
take
every
it.
day.
It's a huge win. It has become quite the rivalry for us. And anytime you can come across the river and beat the black and gold, it makes for a good day.
Yes, sir. It sure does.
Once again, your final score, Dardanelle 24, Pottsville Apaches 14. We've had a good crowd tonight. We had a little, some glitches there in the second half as far as a little bit of letdowns here and there, but we bend a lot, but we didn't break.
That's right.
Which is good to see. Russell, if I look at it correctly, we got homecoming next Friday night.
I believe that is right. And I
We'll
believe
be
that's against
at
the West
home.
Fork Tigers.
Homecoming, West Fork Tigers.
They'll be coming
Festivities, I would assume homecoming festivities will start somewhere around 6:30. Don't forget, junior high Sun Lizards will be on the road Thursday night as they try for 5-0. Thanks a lot for your support. Also, don't forget homecoming afternoon festivities at 2:30. Get to see all the girls dressed up and some of the guys dressed up and maybe looking nice for a change.
Yeah, well,
2:30 at the gymnasium.
Some of them boys chrome out decent. You know what I'm saying?
Come and join it. Also, don't forget tomorrow the bass tournament as well. 5 o'clock in the morning. Somebody will be there to sign you up if you want to come. $50 a boat. $1,000 award, first prize guaranteed. Come out and look for a good, beautiful day of that. And also, don't forget Boys and Girls Club, 5K and 1K tomorrow. Proceeds go to the Habitat of Humanity and the Boys and Girls Club at Russellville at the Boys and Girls Club in the morning. For Russell Brown, my sidekick, and he would also be known as Cake, and I'd be Cup,
right.
so we'd be Cup and Cake. Coach McCoy, glad to have him back on the camera tonight, and our producer, Mr. Tony Apple. And I'm John David Keeling, and we've been listening to Lizard Live. Have a great evening and a good weekend, and God bless.